Hello, I'm Susan with Houston Area Parkinson's Society. I am a speech pathologist, and this is another Speech with Susan speech class. What we're going to do is work on our breath support, voice, strength of voice, swallowing, and a little bit of cognitive exercise at the end. So let's get started. First thing we're going to do is do an ah sound, and we're going to hold it for about 20 seconds. Then I'd like for you to stop the video and do it about 4, 5, or even 9 more times. Okay, let's get started. Taking a big deep breath here. Great. Let's stop the video and do a few of those. Welcome back. And let's do the next one. The next one is a high-pitched E sound. The purpose of this is we have the intonations and inflections in our voice, and as Parkinson's progresses, it can become flat and monotone. So we want to make sure we do have movement of the larynx going up and tilting forward just a little bit, so it stretches the vocal cords and gives us a higher pitch or inflections in our voice. So we're going to do it 5 times, and we're going to do them one right after another, and we're going to hold for 3 to 5 seconds. So it's going to go like this. You want to go as high as you can. So let's do it about 5 times, holding 3 to 5 seconds, doing it one right after another. Here we go. Again. 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 And again. Great. Now the next item that we usually do in my class is we pucker for 60 seconds, and I'm just going to explain it to you so you can do that. You're going to pucker your lips like that, like a kiss, and hold it for 60 seconds and watch the clock so that the last 10 seconds you're pulling tighter, because there's some release of the muscles, the relaxation of the muscles as time expands. So then the last 10 seconds you're pulling tighter. Then you're quickly switching to a smile, and you're holding that for 6 seconds. It's very important to keep your lips sealed and keep the corners of the mouth tight, because you're contracting this buccinator muscle and stretching the muscles that make up the lips, which is the orbicularis. So you're doing that. So you're doing 2 minutes. So stop the video, hold for 60 seconds in a kiss, and hold for 60 seconds with a smile. All right, great. Let's do an exercise that supports the muscles of the neck. These are the outer neck muscles. We're going to be turning our heads to one shoulder to the other, the ear to shoulder. And these are the bigger muscles closer on the exterior of our neck, which support the muscles that we use for swallowing and for speaking. So, and we'll do a swallowing exercise after this. So with this one, we're going to turn our chin to the right shoulder, drop our left, and let's hold for about 20 seconds. And you want to drop that left shoulder. Okay, chin to the left shoulder. Drop the right shoulder so you feel a good stretch on that right side. Okay, right ear to right shoulder, drop your left, pull it back, and chin at 2 o'clock position, so you're getting a good stretch from your chin all the way down, a little bit more anterior than what we were doing, all the way down to the shoulder. And we're holding this for about 20 seconds as well. Okay, Left ear to left shoulder, drop your right, pull it back, chin to 10 o'clock position. And then the last one is just chin to chest, stretching the muscles on either side of the spine. Okay, let's do some exercises that we do for swallowing. First one is called the Masako. You're sticking your tongue between your teeth and your lips, anchoring it there, keeping it there, and then you swallow. It's not easy to do because the tongue always goes back, hits that posterior pharyngeal wall they touch, and that's part of a valving system of swallowing and a change in air pressure. But since the tongue is further away from the wall, that wall, which is a muscle, has to move forward and then hit the back of the tongue. So again, and then swallowing. Now, sometimes you have to take a sip, do a normal swallow, then do a Masako. This is called a Masako, and the Masako is what it's doing. It has the residuals left in the mouth, and then you can swallow that. Okay, do that about 2 or 3 more times, and then when you're finished with that, there is one that's called the Mendelssohn, and the Mendelssohn is a normal swallow. But what happens is you're stopping in the middle of the swallow, and when you're stopping in the middle of the swallow, the larynx goes up. It tilts that epiglottis, the flap that's in your airway, and it covers the airway and helps open up the esophagus, which is always flat or closed. It opens up to let the food and liquid go down to the stomach. So it looks like this. You can kind of see a strain. I'm gonna take my glasses off because you can kind of see a strain on my face because I can't breathe. I'm not breathing. So I'm gonna do just a normal swallow, and I'll stop in the middle of it. And then I'm releasing. So there's a little bit of strain on my face. I'm holding that breath for about 3 to 5 seconds. And it's a good idea to do that about 3 to 5 times a day. It's a very good exercise. It works the small muscles for swallowing and then it also is good for voice and strength of voice. So it's all that within your neck is very important to continue. To keep those muscles patent, that they are doing the job that they're designed to do. Okay, so we did the Masako and the Mendelssohn 5 times each would be good every day. Last exercise that we usually do is a breath support exercise. You're inhaling through the nose for a count of 3. You're exhaling through the nose for a count of 8. And it's really important to try to hold that breath through that count of 8, exhaling, because when we're speaking in several words at a time. It helps us to control the breath that we need to use for the speech. It helps reduce that rush of speech that Parkinson's sometimes has. Okay, so I'll count, but inhale through the nose for 3, exhale through the nose of 8. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great. I didn't count, but I think that was pretty close to 10. All right, let's do some critical thinking or cognitive exercises that I usually do at the end of my speech class online, video class. We're going to do toponyms, and a toponym is a word for a place name. So in other words, when we say, for an example, the Serge de Nims, that is another word for, it's named after a town in France where the word denim came from. So, for instance, if I say a bathing suit named after the South Pacific atoll where atomic bombs were tested in the 1940s, it was Bikini Islands. So that's where the word bikini came from. So let's try a few. What's the ground beef named after a city in Germany? I bet you said hamburger. Very easy. Easy sneezy on that one. A small yellow bird named after this string of islands off the northwest coast of mainland Africa. Canary Islands. A race of 26.2 miles named after a town in Greece. And many of you may have run it. It's marathon. A small paper for file folders or envelopes named after the capital city of the Philippines. Manila. A worldwide sporting event named after the tallest mountain in Greece. The mountain is the Olympia, and it's the Olympics. A very small, oily fish named after a Mediterranean island near Italy. Sardines, or sardine. A small leafy green vegetable named after a city in Belgium. Brussels sprouts. A lightweight cotton fabric, usually with a colorful plaid design, named after a coastal city in the southeastern India. Madras. I thought it was Madras. Okay, a rich sauce named after the Netherlands. Hollandaise. Men's formal wear named after a village in upstate New York. Tuxedo. A spicy chicken snack named after the city in New York where it originated. Buffalo wings. Buffalo. A brimless hat named after a city in Morocco. And that is the Fez. F-E-Z. Great. Let's try and see if you can name some condiments. Tomatoes and corn syrup are the main ingredients of this condiment. I bet you said ketchup. This condiment is made of more than egg yolks and vegetable oil. Mayonnaise. With this one, vinegar, molasses, corn syrup, and anchovies are the main ingredients made by John Lee and William Perrins in this English town. Lee and Perrins Worcestershire sauce. And this one surprised me. I did not know this. Apricot jam and applesauce usually make up this Asian condiment. Duck sauce. There we go. Great. Glad you joined me in this Speech with Susan video. There's many videos that hapsonline.org has available for Parkinson's, people that have Parkinson's. And there's lots of classes, of speech classes that they do with Zoom. I have one on Thursdays from 10:30 to 11:30. There's Tai Chi, there is physical therapy, and there's yoga. Look, there's just a lot of resources and lots of things that HAPS Online offers. And it's hapsonline.org, and it stands for Houston Area Parkinson's Society. And I have had the privilege of doing speech classes with them for many, many years and doing these on Zoom. and in person, and also these YouTube videos for y'all. So like the button if you can, and attend the other classes and like them as well. Give them a thumbs up. Okay? All right, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.